my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting up my weekly vlogs again. I just wanted to get back into it. I think they're fun. You get to hear my thoughts on books as I'm reading them. So, yeah, why not? So, my first reading update, I just finished Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. There's my dog in the background. I have a lot of conflicting feelings on this. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars. It was really, really good. Please don't sit on me. It was really, really good. But there are a lot of things that I didn't like about it, and I just can't get over them. Maybe once I write my review I'll get over them, but like, it just tried to do too much in the first book, and this is the first book in a series. I don't know if it's a duology or a trilogy, but it just tried to do a lot. And a lot of the twists just had no, like, I hate when there are twists and you can't see them coming at all, like, because there's no setup for them. It just frustrates me because there's things called like foreshadowing, and this book just did not use it at all. So that bothered me. But I really liked all the character work. The world building was fantastic. So maybe I'll bump it up to a 4 stars. I don't know. But I'm really in the mood for a contemporary. So I'm going to start Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. It is about, I didn't tell you what Legendborn was about. So Legendborn is a retelling of the Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur, that stuff. And it follows Bree Matthews, whose mother dies, and she wants to investigate her mother's death, so she joins this Order of the Round Table at UNC Chapel Hill, which is the college she goes to. But she's like 16, it's like early college, so she's like not in college, but yeah, that's what that's about. This, I don't know what it's about, to be honest, but I'm excited to get into it, so I will update you when anything interesting happens. Bye. Hello, it is 2 days later, so it's now Thursday. All the days blur together now. So I made progress in Radio Silence. I don't have that with me at the moment. I just went for a walk, so excuse my hair. It's windy. Anyway, I made progress in Radio Silence. I'm really liking it. I feel like I can see where it's going, and it's gonna make me sad, and I understand why so many people cry when they read it. It's really a beautiful story. It's like a friendship. And it's a friendship between a boy and a girl. And it's so nice that they can just be, like, friends without having to hook up or something dumb like that. I'm not a big friends to lovers fan. I'm not a fan of that trope. But, yeah, I'm really liking Radio Silence. I forgot to mention in the last clip that I'm also reading Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston on ebook, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on audiobook. And I'm going to start a buddy read today with Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads. The first Murderbot book, I think, is called All Systems Red. So I have my hands full. I am not mad about it. I like reading, duh. That's why I have this channel. So I will end this clip here. If I finish a book anytime soon, I will let you know. Yeah, bye. Hello again. So, I finished Radio Silence last night, and I cried, like, I sobbed. I can't believe that a book I read in 3 days, like, now means so much to me. It's, like, crazy to me. Like, it was so, I felt so seen, which is really dumb. It's not dumb. It's not, I like when people say they feel seen after reading a book. But to me, I'm like, what do you mean you feel seen? It's like a book about friendship and it's like queer teens like finding themselves and just like being true to themselves, and I was just like, oh, my heart. Like, I really loved it. I gave it 5 stars, and my Goodreads review is just me babbling about how important it is, and just like, I can understand why people might not like it, because it's really like slow and soft, and like it while it's deep, it seems shallow because it's just a lot of like dialogue and like internal thought from Francis, who's the main character, and but there's like points where like there's tension and like you can't believe what's happening, because that's what life is like, I guess. Like, it's just quiet until something like really big happens and you're kind of thrown for a loop. And especially when you're a teenager, when like, or when you're even younger than that, like when your life is like a series of moments building up to other moments, like for example getting into university, which is a lot of what Radio Silence is about. Life is just like that, and I feel like books that are like that I really enjoy those, like really quiet, like slow books that are more introspective, and that's why I liked Radio Silence so much. I'm gonna try to read more of Alice Oseman's book. I've heard, I think I put Solitaire on one of my TBRs like forever ago and never read it. But I've heard that's not her best book. I really want to read Loveless, because that's about an asexual character, and we don't get a lot of asexual rep in books. So yeah, this is probably the next one I'll try out. And it also just like recently came out, like this year. So I started my buddy read with Stephanie, and we started All Systems Red by, oh crap, what's her name? It's like Martha something. All Systems Red by Martha Wells, yes. It is so hilarious. Like, it's a sci-fi about a murder bot. The murder bot hacked their governor module. I don't know if that's the right terminology. It's governor something, governor chip, and so they can basically do whatever they want, even though they're like a security unit for like this security force. I don't read a lot of science fiction. I really want to, because I really enjoy science fiction, but I just don't have the right words yet to talk about science fiction. So anyway, back to what I was saying. It's so funny. The murder bot is like socially awkward and like loves soap operas, and I'm just like delighted. Like, it is like, and there's also like a mystery going on. This is such a short book. It's like a novella, I think, actually. And I'm just like having the best time. Like, it's so good. I'm also reading Happy and You Know It by Laura Hankin. Look how cute this cover is. It's about this woman named Claire who almost made it big as a member of a band named Vagabond, but they kicked her out and then got famous. So she's like grieving, which is totally understandable. Like, that would suck. Although I'm curious as to why they kicked her out. But she becomes the playgroup musician for this group of like Park Avenue moms, and it's, so far it's really interesting. Like, they've already introduced like little plot points where you're like, ooh, I wonder where that's gonna go. But excuse me, oh my god, I always burp when I'm filming. I don't understand why. Does anybody else do that? I'm not gonna cut that out just because I'm so authentic. But it's really like, it's got funny writing. Like, the writing is really humorous, but there's almost like a suspenseful aspect, like, and it's really, it's more focused on the characters, which I really enjoy. I know this book is like it says it's humorous with a lot of twists. So that's what I'm looking forward to, the humor and the twists, and just rich people problems, because they fascinate me. Like, I can't imagine having that much money and just like existing. That's I said that before and that just sounds so bad, but like, imagine being super rich and you just do what other humans do, but you don't do what other humans do, which is why it's so fascinating. I digress. This is where I'm gonna end it. I will talk to you later. If I finish any books, I will come back, but I probably will finish All Systems Red tonight, but I probably won't update until tomorrow, so I will see you then. Goodbye. Hello, it is now December 5th. So last night I finished All Systems Red by Martha Wells, and I loved it. It was so good. So I've already described what it's about, I think, but it was just so action-packed and hilarious, and I just absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I read it. I think Stephanie is liking it a lot too. I don't think she's finished it yet, but we're just talking about it, and it's such a fun time. I really recommend it. So on my walk today, I started Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan, or McKellen. I don't know. I'll put the thing on the screen and you'll see what his name is. But it's hard to, like, when I listen to audiobooks, it's really difficult for me to understand the names that are being said and like how they're spelled, and that bothers me. If you can hear my mom coughing in the background, she's watching Holiday and laughing really hard. I don't know why. I don't plan to watch that movie. But yeah, when I listen to audiobooks and I can't see how names are spelled, it just bothers me. So I have to look it up on Goodreads. Like, this city is called Adipest, and it made me think of like adipose, like that episode of Doctor Who where all the little fat things are like leached out of people's bodies. I don't know. And then his name is like Adamant. I thought his name was Adamant, but it's Adamant, and everybody's name is just spelled differently and it's fantasy, so it's even more difficult to guess how things are spelled. And I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. But it's good so far. I'm reading it because I joined the Shelf Space book club, I think that's what it's called, and I joined their Discord, and I talked to Leslie over on the Nerdy Narrative, and she's so sweet. I love her accent. She's so funny. You should watch her. I'll link her channel down below. But she was like, we're doing the Promise of Blood in December, and we're having our Sword of Kaigen live show, which is today. They're actually having it right now, I think. And I'm sad that I didn't get to participate, but I haven't read the Sword of Kaigen yet, and I'm putting it on my 5-star predictions for 2021, so that's exciting. Anyway, the last, I also have been listening to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I was waiting for the bisexuality to kick in, because one of the selling points for me was this was a sapphic book. And finally, I think I'm in the middle of a scene where there's going to be sapphic-ness. Is that a word? And so I'm excited. I'm at like 29%. And I hate Dawn Adler. Fuck Dawn Adler. But I'm also reading Happy and You Know It by Laura Hankin. And this is just wild so far. Like, all these women are so fucked up. Like, not fucked up, but like, they have issues and they're not dealing with them correctly. Is there a way to deal with your issues correctly? I mean, to get help, they're not getting help for their issues. Therapy, guys, it's underrated. You should get it. So yeah, if there was any characters I would recommend getting therapy, it's all of the women in this book. So that's my update for today. I think I'm gonna try to read some manga. I got the first Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon the volume 1 from my library. And I'd like to finish like a book a day in December. That sounds like really hard. My Goodreads goal is like 100 books, and I'm at like 47. So that's never gonna happen, but you know, I'd really like to think it would, but even if I finish a book a day, it wouldn't happen. Oh well. So yeah, thanks for watching this clip of me rambling. It's always weird to me that I'm just talking to a camera and maybe someone will watch it online. Now is not the time to get existential. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye! Hello. It is time for me to end this vlog. So this is the first week of December. It's now December 8th. And I did get a lot done. I read 3 books. Although one of them was a novella and one of them was a manga. I'd say, oh god, why are you always in here? I'd say it was a pretty good reading week. Usually, like, I read like 5 books a month, and I've already read 3. So that's great. That's pretty great. But yeah, I finished this, if you can see it, Sailor Moon Volume 1. And it was so nostalgic. I love Sailor Moon. Like, I loved the show as a kid, and I never read the manga before, but it's just like a lot like the manga. And it's so nostalgic. It's so lovely. I love Sailor Moon. Anything Sailor Moon. So yeah, that's my, what did I finish? I finished Radio Silence by Alice Oseman, and All Systems Red by Martha Wells, and now Sailor Moon Volume 1 by Naoko Takeuchi, if that's how you pronounce it. And I'm just really proud of myself for reading that much. I mean, not that I have a lot of other things to do, but yeah. So thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, feel free to leave an emoji or comment down below what you read this week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!